he did to Derek, and now I see why. He's from Texas. He was hanging around Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's where he learned his hater tendencies. He had hater tendencies, but he's Christian. He's not really a hater. Plus, he's Dominican. They like hook up, especially black people. Dominicans look out, they do our hair and shit, and the Dominican shots and stuff. They don't really be haters. So I was like, what the hell's wrong? Why he bugging out like that? But Derek picked a good friend. He better not prove me wrong. But Derek picked a good friend, and not saying all Dominican people are good, but because he's Christian, he's the slice of pizza. He's good. So he was hanging around Beyonce and Jay-Z. So when I saw Rihanna at the table one time, and they said she went out to dinner with Jay-Z and Beyonce, I didn't know that she was signed to Jay-Z back then. I didn't know any of the stuff. Just know I didn't know a lot of the stuff going on. I'm just figuring out stuff. I said, when I saw Rihanna at the table, I said to myself, something's getting ready to go wrong in her life because she hanging around Jay-Z and Beyonce, the jealous, well, I say jealous, but it's really the envious couple and the covetous couple. And they're not a real couple. They just there. He cock blocks the men, she cock block the women, he cock blocks the women, she cock block the men. Or they try to date people to try to get their stuff and get their reputation, and then they come back to each other with all the shit. They don't like each other. It's just a corrupt, they say business deal, but it's like a enterprise. Oh, Jay-Z and Beyonce is like a criminal enterprise. They're not really husband and wife. And she's too young for him and stuff like that, but her parents like sold her off, and she was willing to be sold. Like, they're corrupt. But I don't blame Alex Rodriguez because he had hater tendencies. He learned from Jay-Z and Beyonce. Remember, Beyonce's from Texas. He was on Texas Rangers. I didn't know all that stuff back then, but I knew not to hold it against him. So even though I'm on Derek's side, I never was like funny with Alex. I didn't say anything slick to him like you was messing with Derek. I just be checking to make sure everybody's straight around Derek. So if I did say anything, it has nothing to do with their argument that they had. I didn't even get into that. I know that's because of Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now look, Alex and Derek would have been owning teams and stuff like that, even though Derek did, but they would have been owning teams and all kind of sports and doing NFL and stuff like that. But look who's doing it now. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they did it. Look, they trying to take over sports. So they try to get Alex and Derek to fight and split so that they can bring down baseball, the number one sport. And then he goes over to NFL. But I wanted me and Derek to go over to NFL. But don't worry about that. Derek is all sports right now. And he already did like an interview for the NFL when they opened their season. He did like a interview. I say it's a small interview because small in Spanish is lito. So Alex understands lito. It doesn't mean like little, it means precious. So Derek's interview when they opened the season, either last year or this year, is bigger than Jay-Z trying to do the Super Bowl. They don't understand how big Derek is. He's so big, like say for instance, you got an owner. They step out every now and then and they say shit. And then they go back behind the screen and you never see them. You might see them in the news when they talk about the team, but you really don't see the owners. You see the players and shit like that. Derek every now and step in and they want him, listen, they want Derek to do an interview on football, and he interviewed Mahomes. You know how big that is? So Jay-Z tried to make Derek and Alex Rodriguez fight so that he could take over sports. And then he got the 40-40 club and things like that. And he was stealing stuff from us, but it didn't work out for him. Now Alex and Derek is up on the TV screen together working, and Jay-Z know he in trouble. Jay-Z should have knew that his stuff was getting ready to fall when he saw Alex and Derek on the screen together. Like, and the Bible says when you see the army surrounding, then you'll know such and such. When you see Alex and Derek on the screen together, you know you getting ready to go down. Jay-Z and Beyonce, you're on your way down. And you want to know why? Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't know they was going down. They should have knew they was going down when they saw Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter back together again. Ha, 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 ha. I knew. Tell me how I knew.